Hey everyone, welcome to POPXP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the POPXP channel. Hey, what is going on YouTube? It's the brain of the mainframe here, Nile Scala, and that's right, it's another week in Pop. And joining me tonight is the Pop crew with Jennifer Van Damsel, Brian Blevins,
that's me,
Frank Amazing.
Hello.
And Caleb is getting vaccinated.
Oh my god. Yeah, rabies is crazy, bro.
Dude, rabies is nuts. That's 4 shots to the belly button.
A dog, a cat, a feral child. Like you missed episodes of POPXP. I don't know how that works.
I know. And we got a great guest tonight. Dan Fraga is going to be joining us a little bit later. Good times. But I got to ask everyone, how was everyone's week? Frank Amazing, how was your week?
My week was amazing. Amazing.
Yep. Amazing.
We did a recording of crowdfunding comics, 5 and Dime. And you know, luckily I was able to fill in because I do the agenda for this week in Pop XP. So
it's a good week. And we had a creator on. We had Jeff Smith on. We recorded with him. I know Frank's a fan of Bone.
Yes.
If you guys are familiar with the comic series Bone by Jeff Smith, just awesome guy. If you guys haven't seen that yet, get onto the channel and look for that video. It was such a great interview. One of the best interviews I think we've done.
Definitely deserving of a like and subscribe if you haven't done so.
Maybe a little bit. I think there's a little button under Jen. You may want to click that. There's a little subscribe button and a little bell. You might want to hit that as well to get notifications. And Jen, how was your week?
It was good. Usually pretty busy since I started opening up commissions. I've been really trying to get into the space offering artists reference and for posing, lighting, certain types of like outfits and stuff like that. So hopefully, because that would be really cool. I've done reference stuff for people in the past, but I don't, as far as I don't know any other like models online that are really offering that kind of thing. So I'm gonna try it. Hopefully that works out because that'd be pretty cool. Give me some practice, and I've got like all my studio lights and all the kind of lighting and all costumes and stuff like that too. So
such a great outside the box idea, especially during a pandemic, during a COVID time, because most of the time they would hire people to come to their studios or whatever. I think it's a great idea.
Thanks.
Now, is it photo reference, or are you allowed to do like a video reference if they need you to like move certain ways or do things?
I've only ever done photo reference. I've never done video, but I mean, I guess I would be willing to do it. I'm not an actress. Like I have no like theater background. I'm like feel like I'm a very socially awkward person, so that kind of stuff doesn't really come naturally to me. So I mean, sure, I'd try it. Why not?
Like just sitting there like, flap like a seagull, Jen. Flap it. Yes, like that. Look, now arch your head. Wonderful.
Now get me angry. Get me angry. You're a pony. You're an
angry pony. Kick those feet. Whoa. What is the pom-pom for? I don't care. I love it.
I don't care. It's brilliant.
It's brilliant, Jen. Brilliant.
Thanks, guys.
That's really
I
cool.
appreciate it.
And I'm spent.
And she's leaving.
Okay, I have so much to look forward to now. Can't wait.
It's gonna be great, and I think that's freaking awesome because like that's you can put a whole package together. What do you need? This and that. I mean, that is definitely like all joking aside, some real talk here, people. Real talk. That's a really good idea.
Spread it to all the people that you know that come to all these shows. Let them know.
Definitely. And Blevins, my friend, what's going on with you?
Man, dude, had a great week, full of reminiscing and a little bit of nostalgia. Because we have like in the video realm, we've been inundated with just some amazing stuff. I mean, you got Falcon Winter Soldier, you got the ending of the Superman Lois Lane series, which was great. Break it down for their hiatus. Yeah. I mean, you got you got something we're going to talk about here in the show, the Snyder Cut Black and White edition. We got Invincible cartoon from Robert Kirkman, one of the top selling comic books around, hot off the press, incredible. And then something that's near and dear to my heart, which I've mentioned multiple times on here, the Mighty Ducks, man. Mighty Ducks Game Changers.
You watched it, right? You watched it. Did you watch it? Did you?
Man, I stayed up till 2:00 in the morning to watch it.
Did you
Dude,
cry?
I watched all this stuff. I still haven't been to sleep. I've been drinking 70 proof alcohol all day. Like I've been just wired.
I don't even want to know what that's for. But anyways, I mean, I'm going to ask the one question because we'll go into it next week on next week's show.
Oh, absolutely.
But the Ducks, man, was it nostalgic? Like, would you recommend those out there to watch this?
So I think really a lot of people don't know me. I'm a pretty emotional guy anyway, and like I always get hit with this with emotions, especially when I get to view nostalgia things or I get to reminisce about things that I enjoyed as a kid. And man, I tell you, like when Emilio Estevez came on the screen, which he steals every scene he is in, it's like nothing has changed. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. But it's like nothing has changed. Like he was right there. I was ready to see the knuckle puck. Like I wanted to see the flying V. I was like, when the wind blows hard and the sky is black, ducks fly together. Dude, man, I broke down. I was very emotional, and it was great. It was great. The only thing that I'm having a problem with is the Lauren Graham character. She just doesn't fit. She doesn't have the attitude that fits in that position, and I'm hoping it's a dynamic that I just am going to be able to overcome.
I'm just like you're talking, and I'm looking at Jen, and I'm just like seeing. I remember like the last time we talked about like Mighty Ducks and everything. I just picture her being there, like, "God, this is gonna suck."
Like I hate it.
Like I hate it already. Just his reaction makes me.
It was really good. And I tell you another thing. Like there's this kid named Maxwell, who is the podcast kid, which you'll know what I'm talking about as soon as you watch. As soon as you get into the show, you know exactly who he is. So this kid and Emilio Estevez, like, man, they steal the show. Like, I mean, it's this kid is brilliant. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his persona. I don't know if it's the character. But like the main kid, who's the son of Lauren Graham, who's supposed to be the main star. I mean, he takes a back seat to this other kid, Maxwell, and again, Lauren Graham, like she takes a back seat to Emilio Estevez, and again, they all take back seats to these two, this kid and Emilio Estevez. And I mean, it's an insane dynamic. And to see how these supporting characters are stealing every scene that they're in, it's really crazy. And I can't wait to see what happens in the rest of the series.
Nice. So we'll have to check that out. There's a lot of things to watch this weekend.
Dude,
with Invincible, Falcon, and Winter Soldier. Yeah, Godzilla versus Kong next week. Oh man, that's gonna be. You got a lot of stuff to watch, Jen. You got a lot of stuff to watch.
You might as well go ahead and write it down in your set.
Write it down wherever you write that down. You've got like a lot to watch. Monday is gonna be a busy day for you.
I'm a little upset though. The new trailer for the Godzilla Kong, they showed Mecha Godzilla. I was very upset because they had it the whole time where they didn't show it, kind of like they did in the original Godzilla trailer, which, just to let you know, gave me anxiety. Like, I don't know if you remember the original Godzilla trailer, but it was the guy, they were the paratroopers, and it was a first person, and he had the mask on, and you could hear him breathing, and it was very claustrophobic, very deep, drawn in. And like you were involved, like you were that paratrooper, and they were getting ready to dive into the town to go get Godzilla, which they never showed in any of the trailers. And man, it was, like I said, it definitely got me, gave me anxiety really, really bad. Which any kind of trailer that elicits a response of that is just amazing. So
unless you have anxiety, that's probably not very enjoyable.
Dude, man, I'm telling you, like, I would say we could bring it up, but I don't want to wait another 90 days before we're able to go live. So,
yeah, don't bring it up. We're not bringing it up.
I mean, it's a trailer, and it wasn't even in, like, that scene wasn't even in the movie. That, the deep breathing, and, he jumps out of the
trailers because you're just disappointed.
Well, I mean, there's some trailers that you need to watch because they have stuff that they took out of the movie.
Well, you can
know,
watch
it's a
those
trailer
trailers
for-
after you watch the movie, so you're not
definitely. Like the
disappointed.
trailer for Deadpool 2.
Come
you
on.
definitely need to watch that.
Dude, the Suicide Squad. I'm going off on a tangent here, but the Suicide Squad trailer was sick.
Dude, that thing's rated R for a reason. It's rated R for a reason.
Dude, but it's so honestly, man. I mean, they brought that to another level. Again, I'm not going to get into it, but I'll say right now, go on YouTube or Google, whatever you want to do. Look up Suicide Squad 2 trailer and tell me that does not look awesome, sound awesome. I mean,
make sure
it's Guardians. It's legit Guardians of the Galaxy though.
Yeah,
like total
make sure
rip.
it's the one for today. Make
Yeah,
sure
the red
it's one that
band,
came
the
out
red band
today.
from today. Yeah,
There's tons of trailers and character introductions and stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, man, the trailer was, I mean, it was intense too.
Yeah. Well, we had some good things happen this week on the POPXP.
Yeah.
It's amazing recordings this week that came up. We tried some experiments, expanding on just some fun stuff from some recommendations we got. We thought, hey, let's post up. Let's try to expand some of our channels. So we're trying to do little news snippets for our POPXP Paranormal, which actually the alien one got really a lot of views, and it's still going strong. Bigfoot, not so much. But maybe that'll change after one of our little.
I heard the truth is out there. Now the truth is out there.
The truth is out there.
And you know what's crazy is going back to the Suicide Squad thing. Like sequels have been incredible, and there's a lot of times that sequels don't hit the mark that the first one does. The sequel is really just not as good as the original content. And the first one is just incredible. Suicide Squad isn't like that, but you know what is like that? Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Yes. And it looks to be coming back.
Oh my God.
What do you guys think of this? Amazon actually has it in the works for Ace Ventura 3. With Jim Carrey, with the original writers. Like it's the original production team.
Well, no one else could do it. Remember when they had that kid try to do the young Ace Ventura?
Yeah.
Wasn't that Menakis? The young kid that he pretends he's a kid, but he's actually
You talking about Andy Milonakis?
No, it wasn't Andy Milonakis.
No, that wasn't Andy.
I thought it was
Andy Milonakis. No,
that would be awesome.
Where is Andy Milonakis? Is he in a hotel somewhere?
He's on Twitch, man. He does live streams every single day. Travels the globe, eating sushi and playing pachinko games around the globe. Like that's what that guy's doing right now.
That's incredible. Well, we got the article here from Collider. Already then, Ace Ventura 3 in the works. Amazon with Sonic the Hedgehog writing team attached. I mean, were you guys fans of Ace Ventura?
I was a fan of the first one.
Yes, Jen.
Yes, when I loved animals growing up, and I think about it now. I went and watched it again today, and so I hadn't seen it since I was I don't know, maybe 10, and then just seeing all the adult jokes and stuff that I did not pick up on as a kid that were pretty funny. I definitely enjoyed the first one.
Excellent. Frank, were you an Ace Ventura guy?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, you had Jim Carrey with Dumb and Dumber, and this fell into that same. And the mask, so it fell into all of that, type of, fart and barf humor,
Yeah, I mean, when he bent over and had his ass cheeks talking, and he's like, cough, cough. He's like, oh, does anybody have a mint?
Yeah. Jim Carrey's a nut. Do you think he can pull it off still, though?
No.
Well,
I'm afraid this.
That's the only reason why I want to see it, is because I want to know if he can do it after all these years. And now he's a crazy painter, very introspective, just seems like a totally different guy. So I want to know if he can do it.
I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I think this is too little, too late. They should have revisited this. We should be looking at Ace Ventura 5. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't believe this is going to be good at all. Of course, I also didn't think that Coming to America 2 was going to be good, and they really surprised me with that one. So who knows? Maybe Jim Carrey will be able to pull it off. I just don't think he has that draw power he used to have. I mean, he was a third-rate character in Sonic. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it would be awesome if they did like he's like a washed up like dark detective, like retired years ago. So he's like real cranky, like that classic kind of like noir detective, sort of just like super depressing. I think that would be like a really funny take on it. So he's gonna get back in the action, one last case kind of thing.
But it's all dark and just like, alrighty then.
But usually though, when they move from something that's a big hit and then they do a sequel with the same character, usually they try to up the stakes. They try to ramp up the story to make it more intense, more amazing, bigger, better. And that's, that usually is what causes the downfall and why the sequels are never that good, because they're too overly ambitious. But, in Ace Ventura 2, like the story was nowhere near what the story of the first one was. It didn't have the staying power that like Courtney Cox and Sean Young, and even the story with Dan Marino and, laces out. Like it didn't have anything to keep you invested. Like no one cared. Like, the bat poop was something that was funny. Yeah, it ended up not being a red herring, but it just didn't make any sense. And then the whole ending and the tribe fighting, I don't know, like it seemed. And
well, I think it's just going to kind of fall the way Dumb and Dumber 2 did.
Right.
It was like
Dumb and Dumber 2, or are you talking about Dumb and Dumber 3?
Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
You're talking about the one with
it was yeah.
Yeah, not the prequel one.
Not Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber 2.
Dumber and Dumberist.
Whatever it is. But anyways, I mean, that one was like, oh, it's going to be awesome, this and that. And then like you got the movie and it was like, like it had funny moments, but it definitely wasn't the first. I think that's just kind of what this one's going to be.
I think that is definitely the tale. Yeah.
Sorry, I think the type of comedy that's going on now is way different from when Ace Ventura was popular.
Yeah, I don't think the millennials will care too much for fart jokes and ass talking and revisiting all the.
It might not be made for the millennials,
Yeah, revisiting all those tropes, I don't think work in this time period.
Yeah,
and it was quite clever. Like the dialogue, even though there are some like immature comments, like the overall dialogue, he's very clever. He's very quick-witted. He always has something snapbacks, and you're like, oh wow, like you didn't think some dumbass guy would like be able to like pull that off, but he's constantly paying attention, coming up with clues. So he's actually like a really, what was it we were talking about? Oh, Pee Wee Herman. I just hated all that like last week, and I feel like everyone in there was like really immature. And the dialogue was like a 5-year-old boy, and there were like the what do you call it, bathroom humor, and I didn't care for that. But Ace Ventura is kind of like similar, just like way better.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of toilet humor, but I'm thinking that this. I think that if they were going to do any kind of sequel, their best bet would have been to try to bring back the Mask. I think it would have been fine as a Mask character, because CGI would have been able to carry over some of the stuff they needed to do. Whereas I just don't think they're going to be able to have this, in Ace Ventura 3, unless they make all the animal CGI, and then that takes away from the whole movie in itself, because he's a pet detective, not a CGI detective,
Yeah.
But I mean, Jim Carrey is up there of comedic genius.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
I mean there is a possibility that, he gets his hands on it and, he can just roll with it, and they just tape,
Yeah, who knows what the inspiration of this actually is? Because I mean, to actually come back into this, I would think would have to be something really good, because I don't think he's like desperate for it. You know what I'm saying? He's got so many other things going on. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just know
we'll see.
I just know that Finkel is Einhorn and Einhorn is Finkel. That's all I mean, I know that.
But no, we'll see how this pans out. We'll see how this pans out. I mean, I'm sure, once trailers and stuff start going, we'll check those out and see. But here's another interesting thing in the movie and television realm, which is like right outside the box, and it's absolutely crazy, is Hulu has this docuseries, Hulu documentary Sasquatch, but it's not like a typical like let's hunt for Sasquatch. It's about basically a Sasquatch that's murdering people on a marijuana farm in California. It's like I've never heard of this before. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts? Did you guys read this article?
Yeah.
I watched the trailer.
Yeah, I watched the trailer too. It's incredible. I don't think there's a Sasquatch in this forest. I think it's like drug cartels and things that are killing people.
Yeah, but the thing that I don't understand is how were they able to film that footage if there was really a drug cartel or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would they be able to get the footage and in that area to do an investigation? And how would people be able to investigate in the fact that there was all this drug paraphernalia around? You know?
Exactly. I don't know. It's weird. But if you guys go to the link here, head over to CBRE and click on this trailer here, and it just goes into this wild story of just this marijuana farm and all these unexplained killings, and it's all supposedly done by a Sasquatch.
Dude, you know what it's like? It's almost like Hulu is trying to capture that Tiger King. You know, that Tiger King deal, where they're like, oh, look, and we had this guy, and then he mysteriously vanished, and we think that Carol Baskin fed her husband to the tiger, and it's like, oh, well, maybe he really did jump on a plane and go fly to, Cuba or wherever it was he was apparently flying to. I don't know. Like, it's
What'd you think of this, Jen?
I mean, I pretty much had the same thought. It was kind of like, oh, a Tiger King type of like weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just like so odd. I'm going to watch it. I'm a really big sucker for like documentaries and stuff. So I'm definitely going to watch it. But I am expecting like Tiger King level, just like craziness.
Yeah. Frank, you're the first one that found this article. What was your thoughts on this?
I thought it was a great, different way of talking about Sasquatch.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of, everything else where, you see the TV shows about, them trying to find Bigfoot and everything like that. And, here's something else where it's like Bigfoot's fucking attacking you.
Did you know they paid like $200,000 to do that documentary?
That's crazy.
Like, because they had to pay for the accounts and pay for the people's story and the rights to the story. And I mean, it was
talking about Tiger King, or are you talking about Sasquatch?
I'm talking about this Sasquatch.
That's crazy. I mean, and this is going to be airing on April 20th.
Yeah,
that's when it'll be airing on Hulu.
420.
I think I'm going to be sick that day, and I won't be able to watch it.
I love how quick Frank was to that. 420. 420.
But
yeah, we know Frank loves 420.
Smoke bowls like no tomorrow. And then they're going to get paranoid thinking Sasquatch is going to.
I know, right? Everyone's going to be freaking out with every noise they hear. It's like, oh shit, do you really think he did it?
God, do you think you really did it? God.
Oh man. Is anyone else's heart racing? All right,
dude, Billy's dead,
we'll have to
Billy's
see.
Dead.
What? We'll have to watch this and see. I don't know. I personally think I don't think there's any Sasquatch. As much as I want to believe Sasquatch exists, Bigfoot, Yetis, whatever, I don't think this is I don't think there's one in this forest.
But don't you think it's hilarious that when you first say Sasquatch, like when you first linked the article, I was like, okay, so they're making a show about the shitty footage and all these people reliable stories. So when I actually saw it, I was like, murders, what? So doesn't that make you like curious to be like, how are they linking these things together?
100%. But I feel like I know the outcome, like. And like Tiger King, you knew it wasn't a good place he was running right off the bat. It's like this guy, there's something not right here. Oh man, but I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a fun one, I think, to do a little review on.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, everyone, and now we have the pleasure of having the man, the myth, the legend, Fraga Boom in the house. Dan Fraga, how we doing?
Hello.
Welcome to the Week in Pop. You are our special guest this week. And man, so good to have you on the show. We haven't had you on in a while. I know you've done a few things. You got the professionals going on, which you got to tell us about. I know our boy TUCCI'S been doing some of that stuff with you guys. And I know you got with Black Flag, the success you had on that crowdfunding. I saw a little thing about something you may have storyboarded, got a little Grammy. Something of that nature. Woo! Yeah. So how have you been, man? How's life been treating?
Well, the month of March has been nuts, man. Back last year in May, I woke up in agony, and was like rolling around and thinking I'm gonna die. I went to the ER, and it turned out I had that massive amount of pain came from a little 5 millimeter kidney stone. So they gave me a CT, and they said, oh, on your left side, you've got a 1.3 centimeter. So, in comparison, that's 13 millimeters versus 5. But they said it's so big, it's probably going to stay. But I woke up on March 2nd feeling weird. It was a Sunday. Maybe it was a Sunday or a Monday. Feeling weird. By that Wednesday, I was ready to just be hit by a car. Like it hurt so bad. Went to the ER. It turns out that the stone had moved. The big one. It was the big one. I called out for Wheezy for all those 70s kids. I'm coming, Wheezy. And it turned out that it was 1.6 centimeters. They put me in the hospital immediately. Not put me in anesthetic. Knocked me out. Went up in there with some sonic waves, blew up that rock like asteroids, and then went in with a little claw machine and took them out. There's a lady present, so I'm not going to say how they took them out. And then 8 days later, I had to go back because they found 9 of them on my right side. I have them. I have them for you. These are them. You can see them. Yeah, these are them. The smallest one is 7 millimeters. So the smallest one of the 9 that they found on the right side was bigger than the one that put me out in May.
Oh, man.
So that was the 12th. And then I got to pull the stents out on Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, but the previous Wednesday. And then I've been feeling a whole lot better. I don't like meds. I had to take them. A lot of people know, if you follow me on Instagram, I have an Instagram called Couch Doodles where I draw without any layouts, and a lot of fun. But the ability to do that is predicated on the ability to pre-visualize before I do it. I can see things before I do them as if they existed already. But when I was on meds, it was like kryptonite. I couldn't see anything. And of course, working on Black Flag, I also storyboard a few TV shows. I work on Doom Patrol and Legacies and Stargirl. That was really hard. It took twice as long because of, like I said, I felt like my superpower was taken away.
Wow.
But I'm back. I'm back and running again and feeling good. And I started streaming again, doing the Professionals, which is a wonderful stream featuring Billy O'Tucci, our new Irish-Scottish brother. It's got Billy O'Tucci, Art to Bear, Graham Nolan, Andy Smith, Aaron Lepresti. And we go on and we talk about the things that interest us. So it's very it's for people that love comics and people that love illustration. And the thing I like is I'm the young guy. It feels good because, I used to be the young guy. Now these guys are older. But I found a lot of value in hanging out with these guys, especially Graham Nolan. That guy is dropping gems. I became a huge Milk Kniff, big Noel Sickles, not Stickles. I became a fan of these guys because of the new information I've gleaned from that. I come from a different perspective, which is wonderful for the show, gives it a new facet, I grew up in the 70s and 80s. These guys grew up in the 60s. And Art to Bear, I don't know when he grew up. I think he grew up before they recorded Time. But it's a fun show, and it's a traveling show. It goes from
creator to creator.
That's what I like about that you guys do that, because there's other big creators out there that do YouTube shows, but they don't really travel it. It's like, all right, if you all want to do it, you come here, right? And sometimes they travel back and forth, but I like how yours, guys, it's dedicated. Like you're on rotation. Like if it starts on your channel, then you know who it's going to next and next and next and next.
Well, yeah,
and that is cool. It's different exposure.
It's great. Well, there's the exposure thing, but the thing that I'm a selfish bastard, really, because the thing that I find to be the most fascinating is that each guy that hosts the show gets to pick the topic. So you go over here to say Art Bears, and he says, you know, what are your favorite 3 covers of all time? You go over to Aaron Lepresti's, and we're talking about classic illustrators. You on my channel, I talked about working method. And, you know, you don't know what you're going to get. You know, the guys go, hey, it's going to be this. And, you know, we start in 5 and you go, oh, fuck, you know, like that's cool. I like it because, again, it's not only beneficial for the audience, but for all of us, you know.
Can I add, like, I don't know if you feel the same way, but I just want to say this, like Graham Nolan, his digital content for the last little bit, I mean, is blowing everybody else away. I mean, he has like the best digital content right now. I mean, like his Saturday morning roundups, man, the Storytellers series is just incredible.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's
lost in that, you know?
Yeah. The roundup's cool. I'm not really a Western guy, but like
it's just neat to know because he knows the backstories behind it.
Oh, he loves it, dude. He's got a John Wayne, a life-size John Wayne cut out in his studio.
I believe it.
He high fives it every morning when he goes into the studio.
I have a dummy back here. His name is Stanley, and he's there to keep me company. But we don't high five. Yeah, that's him there. He's got a wrestling mask and a Dark Knight. But my favorite thing is this one back here, right there. That's a Frank Frazetta Cat Girl.
Nice.
That's my favorite painting.
Nice.
You know?
That is awesome. Yeah, because Graham, I mean, he's getting all the guys in. I mean, he's bringing his buddies on, which is what he should be doing. You know?
It should, and the thing I like about it is people are there for exactly what it is. They don't have any like, you know, pretense about you know. Yeah, well, it is what it is. They know what they're there for, and they put it down, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's been great.
So Dan, man, tell us a little bit, like for anyone that's not familiar with you, how did you get in comics? Because you've worked with some of the best in the industry.
I can embarrass myself a little bit. I have this packet that I've been collecting old cutouts and things, and when I was a kid, I decided that I wanted to become a comic book artist, and it was really polarized by one particular individual. I won't even give him any extra dap because fuck him, you know. He told a 14-year-old kid that he would never draw comics, and I said I care to show you the opposite of that. I'm gonna make it. So this was when I was 15. My home newspaper. You can see the date there. That's January of '89. Young artist has lofty goals. I plan to be the best. You know, when you're 14, you are 15. You always plan to be the best. And then, of course, there was this one. Spinach inspires cartoonist. That was. I don't even know how that happened because the spinach gave me the kidney stone. So I don't know how that's supposed to work out. But this one here, look at that smoochy fucking face right there. Hey, baby. You know.
Got a Calvin Klein ad?
What? No, I was auditioning for the New Kids on the Block.
You're definitely on fire. Look at those flames on that long sleeve.
Yeah. This is when I was 18, and I had met the creator of Deadpool, Rob Liefeld. I met him in November of 1989. He gave me a very good portfolio review. I was self-publishing my own comics. This is one of the ones I published in high school called The Adventurer. You can see it still says IC, which is Incredible Comics, which is what I'm doing today. That's where Black Flag is coming from. But, you know, I was doing stuff like this. This is the stuff that the guy told me that I was never going to draw comics. This is the stuff he saw. And told me that I suck, which is great. I'm glad he did. But I met Rob Liefeld. He gave me a wonderful critique. And it just happened that my buddy had bought a sketch from Rob, and it was drawn on Rob's personal stationery. So that personal stationery had fax numbers, phone numbers, addresses, all that shit. And, you know, in 1989, that's like, yo, that's goldmine. But you have to remember, he wasn't the Rob Liefeld of today or the Rob Liefeld of 1991. I met the guy before he ever drew New Mutants, before he invented cable. Well, he was in the process of inventing cable.
Before the button fly?
Yeah, it was before it was before that. So I knew Rob before that. We became friends over the phone and fax, and he eventually gave me a job. That's what that one young artist career hits the big time or whatever. I got picked up by Rob. I started at Image Comics. Worked with him from 91 to 99. Worked for Marvel. Did a little bit of creator-owned stuff over at Image, and then I left comics completely in 2003 to go storyboard. Worked on a lot of music videos, a lot of commercials. Then in 2010, I started directing. Directed 2 seasons of the Ricky Gervais Show for HBO. Got picked up from Mattel. Worked for them for 6 years, and I was supervising director on Monster High, Ever After High. Max Steel, Hot Wheels, really overseeing the content for that. And then in 2018, they killed our whole department. Decided, hello, Light.
That timed just perfect.
Yeah.
Killed the whole department. Just scared the crap out of me right now.
Yeah. They killed the department, and right around then, I got an offer from a show called Legacies out here in Atlanta to design some costumes for them. I designed a genie and some monsters. They asked me if I could storyboard, and I said, well, actually. And they said, we wish you lived out here. So we moved to Atlanta area and started doing that. And, I thought it would be cool to bring back Black Flag amidst all of that. And here I am.
Nice. And you're currently still storyboarding for shows.
Oh yeah. In fact, this glove, I got to take this glove off unless you want some jazz hands. I'm working on Doom Patrol right now. Yeah.
Nice.
In fact, I worked on Doom Patrol and Black Flag today. Yeah.
Very cool. And then Stargirl you work on as well, right?
Stargirl, yeah. I just wrapped that up. That we're all done with that. That thank God. And no knock. I love doing this stuff, but the one thing. I was talking to Adam Post today. I don't know if you guys know Adam Post. Adam's a great guy. Love Adam.
Yeah. Mermaids.
Mermaids and College of the Dead. I was saying to him, once I wrap up Black Flag and get things out, I'm going to do a post-mortem and kind of write all the things down that are the unpredictables. You go into situations. I don't know if you guys have ever heard this statement. It is nothing makes the spirits laugh like a man's plans. Have you ever heard that one before?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, and during Black Flag, I had 3 surgeries, man. Like I busted a hernia, had to have that done. I had 3 kidney stones, 2 of which required surgery. Plus, during all of this pandemic situation, I thought productions were done. So I was like, I'm free to draw my comic. And, right halfway into it, I get phone calls. We're back. We're filming again. I'm like, what?
Vacation's over.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And it's heavy lifting, there's a lot of stuff going on that goes on through production. That I hadn't predicted. So the on the next one, I have a short list of things of basically you want to make things bulletproof, and the only way you can do that really is through experience. And I'm happy for it.
Nice. Now, when you're storyboarding, because I think traditionally when everyone thinks storyboarding, they picture you in a studio doing the things, getting them up on the wall, people coming in and out. I mean, everything. What is it all done? You just do it at your house, submit it in to them, and then they piece everything?
It used to be a lot like what you're talking about. But I'll tell you, the pandemic has made it better. I like Zoom meetings because I live about drive, not as the crow flies, but drive wise, about an hour and a half each way from the studios. And so I know that I'm going to be committed to 3 hours of driving to do a storyboard meeting, right? But now it's Zoom, and I can share my screen as I do it, and we talk through the scenes. We read the scenes that we're going to do. We get to the heart of what it is. most of the stuff I storyboard on these shows has to do. Let me rewind. Storyboarding facilitates different things for different reasons, right? So for a music video, it's proof of concept. For a commercial, if it's on the pitch side, it's very much proof of concept. On the director side, the shooting boards, it allows them to budget based on what they see, right? They go, oh, we're going to need this lens, we're going to need this location. In fact, we're only pointing the camera in this direction. Don't build wall 2 and 3 because we're only shooting, 1 and 4. They know that from the boards. On a TV show, it's mostly for the director to either prove an idea to get a budget approved, or to show, hey, I'm telling this story with these shots, approve it. Because the structure of at least these TV shows is that there's a showrunner and executive producers who have to be shown this stuff from a director. You think a director is the end all be all. They are to a certain degree because they have vision, but they still have to pitch all of their ideas. And my visuals that I create for them facilitates that.
That's cool, man. I forget how much filming is done. Like, there's so much. I don't think people realize, like, where you are right now in Atlanta and in Georgia and stuff. I mean, it's like a little Hollywood down there.
It is. It's changing though. I heard that Marvel is moving over to Australia or something.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a big move.
It is. Scenery. They got the scenery.
It doesn't matter. It's more about the protocols. Like, Australia locked down on this pandemic a lot harder than we did, and it's a safer place. Mm-hmm. I'll just tell you, just staying within the guardrails of my NDA, for Stargirl, there were a couple times where I did have to go to the set because the choreography was very set specific. I can't get into the details of it, but this happens exactly here, and this happens exactly here, where some of the stuff is so broad that I don't need to be there. But I had to do something called a double rapid, where they do 2 tests. They do one, takes 15 minutes to get a result. They do another, 15 minutes to get a result. You have to have a double negative in order to get into the building, which then again, you have to have a wipe down. They check your temperature. Then they allow you into the next segment of the building, and then you can kind of walk around freely. And that's how it is. That's the new protocol. It didn't used to be like that, so things change. And I believe with Marvel, because of, time is money in these situations, I think they want to not have to deal with all that. Mm-hmm. So these other productions, I read an article that they're going to go there for the next 5 years, just to take care of things. And I'm talking like the Pinewood. They have Pinewood, Atlanta, and it's a studio, Mm-hmm. So they're not even using the locations so much, but they're using facilities.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And
that's
being a CW show, I don't know if you'd be able to comment on this, but I don't know if you paid attention to the Superman Lois, the new Superman Lois show that just came out.
Not a DC guy.
Well, it was actually pretty good, but they had 5 episodes. The 5th episode just ended, and they said that they're going on hiatus for X amount of, for an indefinite amount of time, and they're using, they're filling the spot with Supergirl, the final episodes of the Supergirl series, and they're blaming COVID for the reason they're having to shut that down. Do you think
it may be the case? Again, talking to Adam Post today, one of the things that is more frustrating about working on these new seasons versus the pre-pandemic seasons is there used to be a very predictable cadence, and we all take comfort in that. As human beings, we like rhythm. We set our alarms. We have habits and things. And we like that because we can kind of set our clocks to it. This time around, the old way would be I would get something from Legacies I'd finish it. I'd get something from Doom Patrol. I'd finish it. I'd get something from Legacies. I'd finish it. And it was this very predictable thing. Now it's, our AD got COVID, or this principal actor we have to recast because they did, and they have 2 weeks off. So we have 8 days. We're pushing this by 4. And next thing you know, things are overlapped, and you're like, oh my God, like, I can't believe this. Productions, they don't have the stability that they had pre-pandemic. So I would imagine, I don't know where Lois and Superman is shooting. I know Supergirl was shooting up in Vancouver, but I don't know. It could very much be that their principal, something happened with them, or one of their key people. You know, like working on these shows, the people that I see regularly, like you have interchangeable, the directors, they come in and out, right? And there's a consistency. I have repeat people. I'm like, hey, good to see you again, you know, that sort of thing. But your directors of photography, they work evens and odds. So there's generally 2. And the same thing with the AD department, the assistant directors, there's generally 2 per show, and they're even and odds. So if any of those guys, those key people, get taken down, well, replacing them is really difficult because they're part of the mechanism. So I don't know. I think that I think there's probably truth to that statement.
Crazy.
That is crazy. It's nuts. But I mean, I guess they got to keep the production moving, you know?
Yeah.
So it's whatever they can do to keep these shows filming and whatnot. Now, just to jump back real quick, I mean, you had a very successful crowdfunding campaign with Black Flag.
Still
you've
going.
got so many, still going in demand, of course. But let me ask you, I mean, do you have plans to continue crowdfunding, or are you focused more in other realms?
No, that's it. In fact, I can't wait for these shows to go into hiatus. I am all about publishing. In fact, we have a very strong rollout plan for Incredible Comics, which includes our first book, Black Flag Pineapple Perception. Then we're going to follow it up with the Black Flag Omnibus, which then will lead us into Black Flag 2, WTF, which is Walk Through Fire. And then from there, we will have the Grave Masterpiece Edition, which is... I was
going to ask you about that.
Yeah, the Grave, originally we put it out in black and white, except for each 7th one, which came out on Sundays, which were in color. Matt Yackey is masterfully recoloring those. We're going to put it out in a special edition. Then we're going to have Black Flag 3, Black Flag 4. I see a girl back there. Hello.
Who is that? Who's that little lady?
I love you. Have a good sleepy. And we also have plans to bring in some other folks. You know, I don't want to give those up because those are some big surprises. But I've had a couple people's projects come through my doors that I believe in. I want to vet and push them through Incredible Comics. But this is crowdfunding is that's my game plan. Like I don't know, are you guys Tony Robbins fans?
Dude, come on, man! This is the greatest inspirational speaker on earth.
How about you, Jennifer? Are you a Tony Robbins fan? You're like,
I don't know who that is.
He's the best. He's a motivational speaker. He's great, but he has this question that he asks, and it's one that I ask my guests. You guys talk about Graham Nolan. I have 25 interviews that I've already done that are all, like, I just have to edit them. I got Neil Adams. I got Carl Potts. Like I got all these guys. But one of the questions I ask, and it comes from Tony Robbins, is if you had all of your bills taken care of, it's not I'm stupid rich, but like if you could wake up each day and everything's paid for, right? You just can wake up and do shit. Your own accord. What would you do with your time? Like, what would you do? That's the key to happiness, right? My answer is comic books and YouTube. That's it. I want to do my show. I want to make my books. That makes me happy. The craft of making those things make me happy. You know, that's my plan. So my long-winded answer to you is, hell yeah, I'm gonna crowdfund till the wheels fall off.
Nice. That's what we like to hear. Dude. I love making the YouTube videos. I think it's amazing just having that content control and everything, and that's cool. Now, have you had I was seeing a few things. I don't know. Have you been working on any mainstream books or anything?
Yeah. I wish I could show it to you.
Why are you laughing?
I'm gonna sneak peek it. I'm gonna sneak peek it right now. I'll probably get in trouble from Liefeld, but I can sneak peek it real quick. Hold on. It's on my scanner. Hold on. Give me a second.
Oh shit,
dude, I got chill bubs, dude. I got chill bubs.
They're called goosebumps.
They're not called goosebumps when I get them.
He told me I could show it this week, but he hadn't showed it yet. But this is my page from Snake Eyes. This is me inking Rob Liefeld on Snake Eyes.
Oh my god!
Awesome.
A lot of really good, fun inks. So I was asked to be part of this epic finale. You got Neil Adams, Will Spertasio, Carl Kiesel, Joseph Rubenstein, Ed Piskor, Jim Rugg, Philip Tan, Chance Wolfe. I'm forgetting all the names, but
Art's on it too, right?
Artie Bear, Artie Bear. He got an all-star group. Wow. I don't know how I got in there, but like,
do you get to keep the page?
In fact, Rob asked me what would I like to be paid, and I said I'd like to keep my page, and he said fair enough. So this is it. This is
gonna be a keeper forever, huh?
This is a keeper. This is one of those ones. So that's it, just a page. And I did some covers for some other crowdfunded books. I did the Sea Dog cover. I'm doing a print for John Malin, doing a trading card for Cash Grab, doing another trading card for that Umbrella guy.
Yep.
And I think I got another. I think there's another one. Yeah, Krager's Ragnarok. There you go.
Oh, nice, excellent.
And that's it.
Very cool.
Dude, I would have loved to have seen your take on Star Circuit. I don't know if you know, but I've been like just fanboyed out about Star Circuit, which is basically F-Zero meets Akira.
Who's drawing that?
God, what's his name? Joe Pantalano
Joe,
or something?
Yeah, Joe Pantalano.
Yeah.
Joe Catalano.
It's something like that. But I saw him on Alterna, and then he was on with Adam Post on one of his shows. Dude, it blows me away because like when I see it, like it is exactly what I would vision the future being like. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid growing up and I was like, man, like, the futuristic motorcycles and stuff, like I know like this is exactly what it would be like. Which is probably why I fell in love with like cartoons like Laser Tag Academy and stuff like that were set.
I don't know that one.
I don't know that card. Laser Tag
Academy? What?
That you have just
don't
dropped
say it like we're
Laser Tag
surprised.
Oh my god, dude, that changed my life.
I need to see this because
send me the Dropbox link so I can.
I was one of those kids that didn't have a lot of money, and they were all the kids that had laser tag, and there was that off-brand
Photon.
That was it, with the big helmet with the fucking wires, and you're like running around.
The guns were huge. Too.
Yes, they were.
They looked like old school Bucky O'Hare guns. You know what I'm saying?
I had Photon, but when no one else has it, you're just like just sitting there with your shit on, waiting to be shot.
Yeah,
waiting for one kid to show up with the other Photon.
Bananas.
But yeah, like this whole thing is like done in the future. Star Circuit. I mean, it looks great, but knowing how you are with mechanical stuff and futuristic looking. I think your take would have been incredible, especially with all the robots and the racing.
The one thing I wish I had more of in this life or during the day, like if I had one of those crazy wishes, I wish I didn't have to sleep. That's it. If I could get those 6 hours that I sleep and I could use them, man, it'd be such an awesome thing.
Just think what you could do.
Yeah, you should definitely check out Star Circuit. It looks amazing.
I want to.
Yeah, it's on it. Yeah, look it up. It's on Indiegogo. It's a cool campaign. He's doing very well. It's his first. It's his freshman campaign.
Yeah. He said he's been working on it for like what 7 years or something.
Yeah, a long time.
It's like 7 years. Cool. He's does all of it. Drew it, inked it, colored it. Like
he's been on a lot of streams in our arena here, so I'm sure you may have even seen him. Maybe if you were passing through a stream or saw multiple people up. Awesome. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, man, Dan, we really appreciate you coming on and chatting with us. It's fun catching up with you.
I have one more thing, if you don't mind. Like absolutely. Dan,
in Blevins fashion.
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely. So the very first show you came on, I told you I was a huge fan of yours back in the day, and I loved The Grave. I thought it was incredible. I mean, the story of the kids finding the grave and then having to piece everything together with a little bit of clues. Like when you're looking at these kids and their imagination and they're trying to figure out what happened, I thought it was great. And I just heard you said you were going to be bringing it back, which that was going to be one of my main questions. Because it's been a while, and I know at that time you're like, man, I'm ready to do this. So you made mention, though, that you were having the guy color all the strips. Because, it was a web comic for those, it was a web comic to begin with. And like I said, you did do it black and white, and then you had every Sunday. every Sunday.
I was mimicking how they did it in the newspapers back in the day. How Sundays would be in color. Yeah.
So one of the biggest things that drew me to that is like when you go back and look at them, you would see the progression and know how the week ended with you. Because like I said, the story. Whereas it did tell the story of the kids, you could also tell what was going on in your personal life at the same time. All of this, which I already told you on the stream before, is there any thoughts of maybe still bringing it back out with not having all the pages colored? Because I think the colorization of that seventh day or that weekend episode is a character of its own.
Well, here you might be happy in this. What I did. And thanks to they always say look for the helpers. There are a lot of wonderful people out there that are there to help us. And somebody helped me get I didn't have I don't want to say rights because I'm talking about publishing rights. I got my publishing rights back. I bought my publishing rights back, and I bought the back stock that was sitting in the warehouse. Right. And IDW, I love them. I love my editor. I have nothing but happy things to say about them. The only thing that they did not do, which is tough, is market it, the book. And the book only order-wise got 1,900 copies, right? And of those 1,900, only 1,400 are in the wild. There were 500 of them sitting in a warehouse.
Absolutely.
Part of my deal with them buying my publishing back was I had to buy back their back stock.
Right.
So 10 feet from me in that room over there are 500 copies of the originals. Some of those will be on the campaign, but I'm going to, be drawing in them, and they will come in the way you're talking about, black and white with the color thing. But as far as the mastered edition, I'm telling the story colorized as if it was a movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I understand. I'm not downplaying your decision or anything or trying to be.
No.
I just again, one of the biggest things about that story to me was the fact that you knew when that time period ended. Because it was every day for a little over a year.
It was tough, man. I was working at Mattel, and there was a book, and I highly recommend this book to anybody. Frank, do you have ideas?
Yeah, of course.
You do.
Always.
You have creative ideas, right?
Yeah.
Things you want to do, and maybe you've put them off before.
Oh, of course.
How about you, Jennifer? You have ideas, and you keep putting them off?
That was kind of my thing. I'm not putting anything off this year,
Good.
so everything's
I like
fine.
to hear
that
stuff
right now.
I love to hear that. So there's this wonderful book. It's called The War of Art.
Ideas.
I know you do. I didn't have to ask you. I don't have to ask Brian. I know you guys well enough. There's this book by Stephen Pressfield called The War of Art. Sounds like Art of War, but War of Art. Mm-hmm. And in it, he is talking about this thing called the resistance. It's the voices in our heads that say, if I only had more time, or if I this and if that. And it's these little sort of like pause buttons on the things that we need to be taking care of. But then he gives these great examples. There's a guy named Charles Swindoll, who's he's a Christian writer, right? He writes books, and he's also the head pastor of a book called a church called Evie Free. There's also a writer, not a fan of her stuff, but a lot of people are. Stephanie Meyer, she wrote the Twilight books, and he uses them as examples of people who have these crazy busy lives. You know, Stephanie Meyer, stay-at-home mom of 3, Charles Swindoll, head pastor of 9 churches. How the heck is he writing that many books? You know, how the heck did this mom of 3 write these successful novels, right? Well, he said, stop taking inventory of the things that you don't have and take inventory of the things you do have. And at the time, I was working for Mattel. I had written the theme song for 3 of their shows. I wrote the Polly Pocket theme song. I wrote Ever After High. I helped fix lyrics on a bunch of shows, and we had the Monster High musical, which I wrote 85% of the lyrics for. But they didn't give me any credit. They just considered it, this is your job, and like, today we need you to write lyrics, and today we need you to write melodies, and now you're doing casting, and now you're sitting with actors, and that was my job. And I was feeling stifled, not mad at the job, because I really enjoyed it there, but I have ideas, right? And the grave had been batting around in my head since I was in high school. And after this book, I said, okay, fuck it. You know, like, what time do I have? When I was working at Mattel, it was 2 hours each way. So I was in my car 4 hours a day for Mattel for 6 years. And I did the math. Like, I could have parked my car on the freeway and lived there for something like 6 months in my car with how much driving I had done in those 6 years. So I decided I'm going to use that time of driving to write and plot. I'm going to use, I can wake up at 4:30 and draw a couple of hours. I can then from 9 to 11 also draw. And I went, okay, I've got these bits. What can I do with that, with what I have? And I said, you know what? I can draw a panel a day for a year. And I'm going to do this thing. And I'm going to do a graphic novel. I'm going to draw a panel a day. I'm going to have accountability. I'm going to say on my social media channels, I'm going to tell people that I'm doing it. And through sickness, through travel, through all kinds of shit, every single day, I drew a panel and I posted it on Instagram. So that was sort of the power of, like, if you really have something and you really want to do it, look at what you have versus what you don't, and make it happen.
Speaking of power, man, song of the day, Snap the Power.
Oh, shit.
Dude, you need to bring it back, man. Like cracking a whip and snap the tag.
I love Snap, man. No need of police.
Thinking like a shovel rhyme, devil on the heavenly level. Bump the bass, turn up
the trouble. Yeah, shit. Showing our age a little bit.
It's okay.
A little bit. That was a fine 1991 hit. Jennifer's like, I wasn't even born.
I don't know. Hey, I'm a little bit older than that.
Oh, okay. Well, you look like a youngster, lady.
Oh, thanks.
Dude, Dan is the lyrical Jesse James.
I'm the lyrical Jesse James. Yeah. No, but that was the thing. And at Mattel, they would have me do all kinds of stuff. Like, they would have problems with like here's a jingle for their show, and I'm like, yo, that's clumsy as fuck. Like, well, what would you do? I go, well, this, and this. And they're like, oh. They'd go back to the studio and record it, and it would be fixed. And the other thing too, on a dad joke level, puns are like blah blah. But when you work in an industry where puns are essential, especially like Monster High, calling something clawsome or creeperific or whatever, man, my skill, my pun master, the Punisher. I was the Punisher, but it came in as a valued thing. It was cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome.
And thank you so much for hanging out with us, talking, about your career, your past, everything you've done. I mean, you truly are an inspiration. And the way you talk, dude, I want to break out my thesaurus because I need to start using some new words, man. Man. Right off the tongue with this stuff.
Vernacular.
Yes, your vernacular is amazing. But you know what's going to be fun, dude? I hope you stick around because someone on this screen does not like their chocolate cold. And we have to do a little taste test because there's certain candy bars that are just the best frozen, and everyone here has one. So I think it's time that we do our frozen chocolate taste test.
Do it.
Fact.
Boom. So our first frozen chocolate taste test is the almighty Kit Kat.
Oh,
damn, Jen, your Kit Kat's huge.
I bought a big one, king size. I love Kit Kats.
All right.
I let it thaw out. And then
I've got the diet one right here.
You got the diet one. All right, so we're going to bite into this.
Oh, wait, I can't open it. It's wet.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That
With an
sounds like
H?
a you problem.
Wet.
Oh, no. I'm already failing. Jesus. Okay. All right. Here we go.
All right. You got yours. All right. You got yours. All right. Let us know when you got your. Oh, Blevins already in.
Out.
All right. Ready? Let's take a bite of this frozen Kit Kat.
We can cut that. We can cut that.
This would be great on a nice summer day.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I'm imagining.
God, it's so much better cold.
Here, have one.
No. I hate it. Like it needs to be not cold. Cold chocolate sucks.
My fingertips are frozen.
You know how you make cold chocolate awesome?
Warm poutine.
Hot mouth.
Just stuck on it for a little while.
That's it.
Suck on it.
Just go, hey, chocolate, and then just go.
Cleanse the palate.
Yeah.
I have to say, I thought it would be harder to eat. You know?
Well,
it's
did
just
you
cold.
refrigerate it or freeze it?
Freeze it. You crazy.
How do the wafers hold up with the freezing?
It's fine.
It's
It's
good.
crunchy.
It's so crunchy.
And the frosting in between the
let's,
delicate wafers.
Let's get them delicate wafers up on here.
Yep. Delicate.
All right. So we're just gonna snap into that. Let's get a focus here. We're gonna get a focus on that.
Oh wow.
Right.
Oh,
we're professional here. Look at that.
Look at that, huh?
I just want to give you a fine compliment on those nails, bro.
Thank you.
Really well done there.
Thank you.
Got a
Thank you.
manicured earlier today. He had to wait in line for like 2 hours to get it done.
You don't want to go down too far, otherwise it hurts the fingertips.
Yep.
It's true. You don't want to fuck them cuticles up.
Are you going in for a second one, Jen?
No, I
feel
took
like a
2
pig.
bites of it and I hated it.
All right. Okay. All right.
What's next, Jen?
Next up, we go in Snickers Town.
Now I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
Snickers.
This motherfucker satisfies. Mine says satisfies, not even Snickers. How do I know this is legit?
I wish I had a Snickers right
It's
now.
It's not the European brand of Snickers.
Well, you don't need that. The Snickers truly satisfies.
Okay.
That's my favorite impulse buy candy bar right there. You guys
Right
are
there.
holding
The
it.
Snickers, like it's legit. Like if you're hangry.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
So,
They don't
1,
seem
I went-
thirsty.
2,
I went through
3.
500 Snickers bars a month when I had the game store. 500 Snickers store.
Holy
Yeah,
shit. People love them.
Everybody would buy them.
Okay.
That sucks. So how do you like to eat that?
Oh, God.
It's
Well,
like hard.
Yeah, hard's the best.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it.
And it
I like
breaks.
it soft.
Hey, all you got to do is peel the
Why'd you
wrapper.
roll your eyes when you said
It's
that?
frozen to you. Warm it up.
You don't like this?
No.
What do you think? What's better, the frozen Kit Kat or the frozen Snickers?
Snickers because there's like
Snickers
less
and Cornell
chocolate.
gets frozen solid, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Not
Cold
good.
chocolate doesn't even taste like chocolate anymore.
Oh, you better
We're
watch
gonna
your
Frank
mouth.
dive into that shit. Damn, Frank. You
No.
single? You like them nuts, huh?
No. Snickers sucks frozen.
What?
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you. Sucks.
It like broke apart.
Yeah,
I just threw it.
The nougat? Was it the nougat?
The
Yeah.
peanuts are really hard.
Mm.
yeah, the nougat and the caramel freeze is solid too.
You know, though,
Yeah.
good. You know, just knowing sort of the rollout, you guys missed out. The real good frozen candy bar is Three Musketeers.
You know, I thought of that.
Yeah.
But we didn't do it.
I heard Twix are really good. People really like frozen
Yeah,
Twix.
Twix are good frozen.
Thin mints.
All right, so
Okay, I do like frozen Thin Mints. That is.
We got the Reese Pieces time.
Oh,
The Reese's peanut butter cup.
I'm
Oh, wait,
gonna
Frank's.
have
Oh,
Yay!
you in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
what? Frank
I'm
went in
in.
a whole nother direction.
I'm
with
in.
that.
Compare it to the egg.
I can join. I
The
can
All right.
join.
cream
Nice.
egg.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. It comes out of the. Look at that. It's all intact.
yeah,
Gives
don't
you
eat the wrapper, Jen. Don't eat the wrapper. I don't know if you
These don't need protection, so let's take these down,
They
guys.
put
Let's unwrap
instructions
them.
on the packet, so we just need to make sure that
The
everybody
back.
doesn't
Look at
eat the
that.
wrapper.
Look at that. It's intact because usually you lose it. All right, ready? On
You lose a
three.
little bit.
1, 2, 3.
I'm a happy dude right now.
Got dude done. Shit is fire.
Yep. You
I think
know,
mine
the
thawed out
peanuts,
a little
milk
bit
chocolate, non-fat milk, lactose, soy lectin, PGRP, emulsifier, sugar,
That
dextrose,
PGRP
vegetable.
in there.
It's the P. I'm actually a PGRP.
It's the
fan.
PGRP. Oh yeah,
It
That's
tickles.
gooey.
It tickles that itch, right?
That's
That
right, in here.
I
PGRP.
used to have a PGRP addiction back in the day.
I'm glad you're off it though, man. You
Yeah,
gotta
dude.
take fucking all
It was
kinds
rough.
of
Just
shit.
admitting you have a
Yeah,
problem.
it calluses up your elbows.
It does, or your knees, depending on where you go.
Depends.
Yeah.
That's actually, I do enjoy this Reese's.
Reese's is great frozen.
I wish I threw my Snickers and I don't know where it went. Because I kind of want to finish eating that. I thought it'd be funny, but it's not like anyone can even see it, and now I don't know where it went. I'm not looking forward to this last one.
Oh,
I wish I had one of those guys.
I feel like this is just wrong.
well, know that it's not the good stuff.
I try to give it to you. Try to give it to you, Fraga. I can't get it.
I'm
Sorry.
trying. You guys are dealing with that Walmart shit.
I'm saying that fine imported British.
Yeah.
No, you just gotta go to Cost Plus, man. Cost Plus has
Yeah,
all
it's
that
not-
stuff.
It's not from actual Cadbury.
I think you got, dude. My the tinfoil's like stuck on this thing.
Yeah, that's because when you freeze it, then the stuff comes out of it.
Mine was fine.
Yeah.
Champion.
I'm getting it. It's just all. It's like the tip is all oozy.
Just the tip, though, right?
Jesus Christ.
Did you have
No,
it
I'm
up
just
there?
saying that's like one of the greatest lives. Checks in the mail, and just the tip.
All right.
Those are like the two
Okay.
lies of all lies.
That's
And
must be where they insert it into the tip.
That's what she
Um,
said.
All right. Oh, okay. You guys ready? On the count of
Yep.
3. This is the real deal. 1, 2, 3.
You
It's
just
gonna
ate
be
that whole fucking thing.
it's gonna be a good time. Nile is like, oh, Nile, you took half out. That's good. Frank's like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't
Eating
like this. I can't do it.
No,
It's not right. It's not right.
Usually it's a little gooey, like it would run out all over the place. But since it's frozen, it's
Look
kinda
at
solidified
there's
a
yolk
little
in there, man.
I ain't no good.
It's so sweet.
So sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pure
Just
corn
like me.
syrup.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are galloping down that corn syrup like
Oh
champions.
no.
It's a second ingredient. Milk
It is.
chocolate and sugar.
Yeah, well, that's what that yolk is, man. It's corn
Cadbury
syrup.
chocolate's pretty good though. The
That's
Cadbury
just
chocolate's good.
awesome.
Legit
That doesn't
Cadbury
work.
chocolate's good. Like their milk bar. Have you ever seen the one Cadbury milk?
Yeah.
That's a good time.
Yeah.
There's a brand that I don't fuck with. It's around at Easter. Palmer.
Palmer, yeah.
Ugh.
Fuck Palmer,
Yeah.
man.
horrible.
They make all the shitty ass rabbits. They
Yeah.
can kiss my ass.
It tastes like chalk.
Yeah,
gotta
it
bite-
is. It's
Instead of
chocolate.
Instead of
Chocolate.
chocolate, it's chocolate.
Chocolate.
You gotta
Yeah,
bite
it's
the ear
horrible.
off your bunny
Patent
and pour
pending,
chocolate milk
trademark.
in it.
Trademark bad bidding.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do Cadbury eggs. Get out of here.
Yeah, that was horrible. That was really.
Get out of
So who's the
here.
winner? Who's the winner so far? Would you
All right,
call
Jen.
it Reese's?
All right.
Oh, Reese's for sure.
Well, Jen.
Is that cream
Oh
sauce
my,
all
oh
on
my
your
god.
fucking
Is that all on me? Oh my gosh.
I told you to get the napkins. You
There's
don't get the napkins?
I
something
had a
about-
wet wipe.
Oh
there's-
my god.
Something about Mary.
That's just like the wrong spot for that to be, too.
A man with a wet nap. You know, I'm surprised the Swiss Army knife from Victorinox doesn't have like a wet nap.
Right? Satisfaction guaranteed. So Jen, you there? So what is this? Did we change your point of view on cold chocolate treats? What was your
No.
favorite?
No.
You didn't like any of it. We just wasted our time.
If I had to pick one, I would say the Reese's. But man, there is nothing better than like holding a Reese's, going all the way around, and then eating the
Absolutely.
center, and they're getting like hot chocolate and then licking your fingers afterwards. Like that's the chocolate experience, guys. This sucks. I hate it.
If it's wrong, I don't want to be right. That's all I'm saying.
So does it have to be your fingers, or is it just fingers?
Well, just since COVID, I've really dialed it back a lot. So
All right.
Remember when they used to do the commercials where they ate that perfect circle out of the Reese's peanut butter cup, and
Well, it
everyone
was
was
like
just
all
like,
these different
"Ugh."
ways. They were made it out that there was all these different ways to eat a Reese's.
Yeah.
there is definitely. I feel like every person definitely has a way that they eat a Reese's.
I
I'm
definitely
very
go around.
particular.
Yeah.
I definitely go around the perimeter.
Yeah.
And then-
A Reese's and banana sandwich is the way to go. You get some slice of bread, 4 Reese's, some sliced bananas. Pop that on there. That's the way to do it.
What
That's
kind?
from the king. That was a expansion of the king and peanut butter
It
and
is.
banana.
Uh-huh.
They had that chocolate in there. Oh,
Uh-huh.
You see people eating
Uh-huh.
peanut butter and pickle sandwiches?
Well,
no.
that's fucked up.
Dude, if I ever saw somebody like, I would probably
That's
hit
good.
them.
Yeah. I'd smack the pickle out your face.
Yeah, it's like yeah. It's like,
Well, that
I
was
just-
fun. What are we gonna eat next week?
I don't know, but
I
I
have
feel
an
like
air
I'm all
fryer.
hyped up on a sugar rush right now.
Let's all bring
my
our air
question.
fryers on.
Oh,
I
I
do love
love
my
my
air
air
fryer.
fryer.
I use it every day.
I
Probably
use
not
my
being so
air
much weight,
fryer
but it's
every
fine.
day. I love my air fryer.
I love it.
Air fryer, and it's in the back room, and I have yet to find it.
Nah, air fryers are the
Can't
shit,
find it
man.
anywhere.
But the question is how do you do your hot dog? Like because I'm a hot dog fan, and when I used to live in
Oh,
California, there was a place called Vicious Dog, and they had like 49 ways to have a hot dog. Of course, the Chicago way is nice, with the pepper and pickles and all that. There's the mustard and sauerkraut version. There's the ballpark with the relish and all that. I think you should have a hot dog special.
God,
I'll
we need
be
to
there
have
for that.
Five Guys bacon dog.
Five Guys makes hot dogs?
Yeah.
Five Guys has
The
a
fuck?
bacon dog.
Well, here's
It's like a big, huge dog, and they put cheese on the inside, and then they put bacon on both sides of it.
I'm okay with that. I can co-sign on that. I'll fucking
Yeah.
the
show
biggest
up.
question though is: do you like a beef frank or a meat frank?
Beef, man. It legit, like kosher.
Yeah.
You don't want that filthy asses and what do they call it? Buttholes and lips. Hot dog.
Ashes, tongues, and lips.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't want that.
This might be a good one because I only eat my hot dog plain. So
Wait, just bun and
No
meat?
toppings.
Whoa. Girl.
Do you squish your bun around your hot dog?
no, I hate that. I hate when it gets
I used to
soggy
do
because
that.
the hot dog's wet.
So you've
Okay.
never watched like the Nathan's hot dog eating contest?
Oh God, no, that's so.
That's the most disgusting
disgusting.
thing I've ever seen. Because they're just
Yeah.
like, oh, whoop, dip it. Like, what is that?
It's weird because when it comes to toasted buns, I want a toasted bun on a burger, but I want a doughy bun on a hot dog.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
agree.
I agree.
It,
Yeah.
it's weird,
I love hot dogs.
Yeah, me too. I'm a big fan.
Costco, $1.50 for a hot dog and a soda.
Yeah, but you're burping it for 2 days.
That's true. You do burp.
You burp
it
that
tastes
thing
like
up
hot
for like
dog.
2 days.
Yeah, after we get done, I have a sausage dog waiting. I have the Johnsonville sausage dogs with the jalapeno and cheese inside of them.
I'm with that. I'm with that, man.
Got that waiting for me in the kitchen. I just saw it when I went to go get this candy.
My older brother and I used to have those Oscar Mayers with the cheese
in them.
Yeah,
they still sell those.
Yeah, his nickname for those were Zit Dogs.
Yeah, because
yeah.
Yes. That's every now and then for
every now and then.
Every now and then I do buy them. I will buy it and I eat the whole 8-pack and I'm like,
you have to. It's like
I stand in front of the mirror.
I want to feel bad about myself for a couple of days. Exactly.
Well, do you like beef or meat, Ben? What do they serve in your neck of the woods?
What?
And where?
Like beef dogs are big or meat dogs?
Yeah, beef. I think that's
I think the meat dog's more of a Northeast thing.
Must be.
I don't know.
I think it is.
That's a selling point. They always advertise like all beef.
I'm in the land of Walmart and they have Nathan's hot dogs everywhere.
But are they true Nathan's?
Oh yeah,
Super National.
Yeah, man. So Arkansas has the real deal Nathan's.
Because there are some places that like say Nathan's, but it's not.
No, because they sell the prepackaged Nathan's.
Yeah.
But like if
They're
you go
called Nathaniels, it's little
Nathaniels.
We've got the great Nates here.
Yeah.
Little Nates are the tiny ones.
Check out this Nate dog I got.
Hold up.
All right, so I guess next week we'll be sampling different hot dogs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, really? Where are we getting hot dogs?
Dude, call me up. I'll fucking be ready. Now, here's a big question, guys, because I get in fights about this over here in my house. I like them boiled or steamed. I'm not a big fan of the grill because
I'm a dirty water dog, bro.
Yeah. I like that. Here they're grill fans. I'm like, God damn it! I want them steamed or boiled.
Like
there's something about it.
But I like hot dogs boiled.
Yeah,
my wife likes her hot dogs like burned. She likes a nice crispiness on the outside.
So
I like mine boiled. What's that?
She likes the texture.
Well, she likes it because it adds a nice crisp. I mean, it tastes good. I'm not gonna knock it, but I prefer a dirty water dog.
Yeah, man.
Well, dude, I'm definitely bringing.
Or you fry that up in a little hot sauce and butter. Yeah, try that.
Shit.
Fry that up in a little hot sauce and butter.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm in. Take that.
Shoulders move when I bite into
I'm just saying, I'm bringing the Nathan's dog next week, and Nate Dogg and Warren G are going to regulate this.
No. You gotta if we're gonna do hot dogs, you gotta get like local hot dogs. Like none of this like Nathan's factory stuff.
You know what, man?
Nathan's not. Nathan's
they have
local to New York.
Plant here.
New York.
You can go take the tour, and they give you hot dogs at the end of it.
Yo, I like a place that when they advertise, they say our dogs have snap. I love that. You know what I'm talking about when you bite it.
Sabin dogs, Sabin brand.
Yeah, the case. They have that thick
natural casing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Jen's shaking her head. She's like, "No,
we won't.
I don't want no snap. No snap.
We won't do that, but you'll just see me randomly on our next recording. I'm gonna wear a shirt with like a pocket here, and you're gonna see me just like dip down and take a bite out of my hot dog. And I'm just gonna.
We're gonna hear it though, because it's gonna snap.
Yeah, I mean, are we not gonna do hot dogs in next week?
You best, man. I'll show up because the
who's
best
cooking them? I'm not gonna cook them. Somebody can come over and make them for me. I'll eat it if I don't have to cook it.
You have a microwave.
You can DoorDash
air fry it.
Air fry them.
You can microwave. You can air fry a hot dog. That's true.
Oh, Jen, just go get a little burner plate.
Yeah, DoorDash.
And put a little pot next to you right where you're sitting right now. Boil up some hot dogs, put them plain in a bun, and take a bite out of it.
You could put them in a Ziploc in the microwave for 30 seconds.
Oh, jeez. This guy knows. He's got all the secrets.
Wow.
He's like, yo, give me a Ziploc bag and a hot dog real quick.
No, I'm going to tell you stoner secrets. All right.
Actually, wrap it in a wet paper towel and microwave it.
That's a good way, too. The stoner secrets. I'm going to tell you guys the greatest dessert of all time. It's called the Needle Burrito. I invented it about 25 years ago. Stoned out of my mind with an empty, pantry and whatnot. Flour tortilla, crunchy peanut butter, 2 scoops of Rocky Road, a little bit of whipped cream, and some magic shell. Roll it up like a burrito. It's called the Needle Burrito. You will not be sorry.
Yeah.
Damn. I make prison burritos if you want
We
one.
definitely need to stop talking about food.
Bruno.
Because I'm hungry.
I know. I'm really hungry right now. And I ate a good dinner, too.
Yeah, I ate not a good dinner. It consisted of 2 bites of a Snickers, 2 pieces of Kit Kat, a Cadbury cream egg, and a Reese's.
I don't know about you guys, but I still got some candy here.
And I think this is the best time because Fraga said earlier that he's a Star Trek guy. So I think we should go ahead and jump into the toys and action figures about the new Funko line coming out.
The Funko line. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah,
What's Funko?
The OG
Funko Pops.
Star Trek.
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
Star Trek.
Funko Pops has beamed down the new classic Star Trek Pop vinyls.
That's right.
Spock. Hey, look at this. It even got like the
Gorn.
The Gorn Target exclusive.
Yeah. Well, him in the chair, which I think is pretty cool. They got the mirror universe Spock. Bum, 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 bum.
I can't get into these Funko Pops. Jen, do you collect these pops?
I have a confession to make. I don't think I've ever said this publicly. I absolutely hate pops. And the reason why this is a big deal is because it's like a really big gift for me from like fans. I go to conventions and people are like, "Oh, you're Supergirl. I love you as Supergirl. Here's like a super." I have probably 100 pops that people have gifted to me. And I'm sorry to say it makes me feel bad. I've never told anybody, wow, I don't like that, but thank you anyways. I always just accept it as graciously as I possibly can. And I hate pops.
But now they know. Or now
I know. That's why I apologize. I'm very sorry to everyone I have misled in the past trying to be a nice person.
You know what's going to happen, right? You're going to go to the show and be like, "Oh, hey, Jen, loved you as Supergirl. By the way, here's a frozen Snickers." And then they're just going to walk away.
Just throw it at me and then like.
Or they're going to double down and bring you 2 times the pops.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shoot.
They're like, I love you at this and this, so here's both of them.
I still have them all. I have every pop that's ever been given to me. But
I mean, I think it's cool. I think what Funko does, they do some really cool stuff, especially with like some of these like even like these cereals and things they put out, which is kind of cool. But the pops, man, I just don't. I don't know. I don't know what the hype is. I feel like it's like a beanie baby type of thing, Like everyone's collecting them, and then eventually you're kind of stuck with just like plastic that like no one's gonna want in the future. Is it an investment thing? Is it more for decoration? I mean, what are the pops for?
It's just a collector deal because there's a lot of items that there aren't tangible, affordable items that you can collect from your favorite deals. Like, for example, I'm a huge Flash Gordon fan. Well, there's not really a lot of Flash Gordon stuff out there. And Funko Pops being everything that's pop culture, they made the Flash Gordon, Funko Pop line, which had Ming, it had Clytus, it had Flash Gordon. And it had the Hawkman, which I can't remember his name, played by Blessed, Voltar or Voltan. They had all 4 of those, and it's just pretty neat to be able to have up because there's not a lot of that out there. There's definitely no Voltan figures out there.
There's no POPXP.
They get to hit that niche market.
Yeah, for me, man, like I own 2 pops. I'm looking at them right now, and. I don't buy them for the collectability. I buy them for certain reasons. Like the only 2 that I have are Smokey the Bear and Doctor Strange.
There you go.
Well, you have to prevent forest fires.
Well, no, you know what it is I did an interview with Todd McFarlane, and he was talking to me about when he was a kid, how the only you can prevent forest fires, and how Smokey the Bear taught him about accountability, and and how you got to take responsibility for things. And I was like, yo, that's fucking awesome. So I got myself a Smokey Bear because of that. And my second favorite Marvel character behind Spider-Man is Doctor Strange. Both Ditko creations. and I had to get a Doctor Strange. So that was it. And it had nothing to do with the fact that it was a Funko Pop. It just had to do with that it was those specific characters. Like, go find a Smokey Bear anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Funko Pops were huge, right? Huge at the store that I had. Now I just sent you a picture if you want to bring it up. So I have over 1,000. I have over 1,000 Funko Pops just sitting up in my store right now. Like, I've not been open since like 2018, but I just sent Nile a picture of the wall, and all this stuff is all vaulted, and it's just insane.
What is the most valuable Funko Pop?
There's a Freddy Funko that's dressed as Batman that I think is they limited it to 25 or something crazy, and it's like $30,000 or something like that.
Really?
Well, okay,
that's craziness.
That's what is there? Are there any that were like not super? Like, for example, Monster High. We did San Diego Comic-Con releases, and there were only so many. But is there a I don't want to say common, but was there a public release figure that is considered high priced?
Well, like, again, when they become vaulted, like back in the original, when all this stuff ended up coming out, they had the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe set that came out. They did in a very limited release, and those are worth like a lot of money because right now they're doing prints of like 250,000 pieces, and you can have exclusives for your store, but you have to pay the price for the 250,000. You have to buy 250,000 pieces of your own in order to have an exclusive or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of really rare variants that you get to have. Like, I know that when I was getting ready to reopen the store after the roof fell in, I really, it was about the time they were bringing out the Flash Gordon. Again, I'm a huge Flash Gordon fan, and they were going to do a rides Flash Gordon on on Rocket Cycle, because there's a big scene where he's, where he escapes after he ends up fighting, the Prince Baron, and anyway, he escapes the palace on a rocket cycle, and he calls Voltan. He's like, "I'm flying blind on a rocket cycle." Well, it was going to be that Funko Pop, but they wanted me to buy 250,000 pieces, and it would be a game store exclusive. And I didn't do it because it was insane. They were like $8.97 a piece. Like,
you can't do that. Look at that! Holy shit!
I took that picture just the other day. But yeah, so I just have all these Funko Pops just sitting up at the store.
Bananas.
What's crazy too is when Ethan was going through his anti-Rose Tico phase, one of my local distributors had Rose Tico, and they clearanced them out at like $2 a piece, and I bought all of them, and I was going to ship them to Ethan.
You should have,
dude. I wanted to, but the shipping was so expensive, and I'm just like, this is way too much for a gag,
Yeah, because dude, Bonfire, M80s, Dynamite, whatever.
Dude, yeah, I still have them though. I still have all of them. I haven't sold any of them. I have like I think it was like 213 of them or something. 213 Rose Ticos from the first, because they reprinted the second one for Rise of Skywalker. But yeah, I was gonna just ship them all to him, and then I was like, haha.
Full disclosure, I've never seen Rise of Skywalker.
Well, consider yourself lucky. I wish I would have never seen The Last Jedi, but unfortunately,
I didn't see that one either.
God, you were so lucky.
I saw Rise of the Skywalker or whatever it was called, and went, Star Wars is dead to me.
Gotcha. Dude, that's kind of how I felt with Matrix Reloaded and Matrix
Revolutions.
Yeah. Because when the Matrix came out, I thought it was amazing. And then they did the Animatrix, which had all the CGI.
Oh yeah.
Incredible
cool.
shorts. Yeah. And then I was like, Matrix Reloaded. I'm like, I'm ready. And then, the orgasm pie and I was just like, I'm like, man, this is not Matrix.
Well, no, I'm sorry, man. Orgasm cake is okay. I'm actually okay on that. I'll co-sign that shit.
It didn't belong in the Matrix.
No fondant.
True.
Kind of like
No
Halle Berry's
fondant.
No fondant.
kind of like Halle Berry's boobs didn't belong in Password Swordfish, you know?
Wait, what? No,
What?
yes, it did.
No.
Yeah, that moment
It didn't
belonged.
progress the story. It didn't progress the story at all.
It progressed my story. Okay,
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah, it did.
It
I'm a
progressed.
fan of titties, man. I'm sorry, I love it.
Well, sorry to
love
do this. I can't believe he just said that. Time out.
I'm personally offended, actually.
Sorry about that.
No, I was saying, as someone with boobs, how could you not appreciate?
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say you have them,
I
so
do
why would you
appreciate
have
them, but I mean, there needs to be a point in
There
in
was
the
a
movie.
point. Halle
It's
Berry
still
finally
movie.
showed him.
In
That was
the
the
movie, there needs to be a
I'm
point.
down with, dude. I don't care if I'm watching Sesame Street. If Oscar Grouch said,
God.
and now here's some titties.
I would care.
Fucking went like this.
I would
I'd be
care if
like,
you saw that while watching Sesame Street.
I'm
not gonna
okay
lie.
with it. I'm okay with it. I'm like anytime.
Rover's
I'm okay.
popping them out.
Hello,
Yeah,
with
they're
the titties. You
Look
know,
at my
yeah.
titties, yeah.
I'm
Rover,
good
you
with it.
crazy.
Yeah. But yeah,
But
I know what you're saying. There's some jumping the sharks.
But yeah, what's up with Star Trek pops, huh, guys? Full disclosure, I want the Gorn. There you go.
Yeah.
That'll be my only pop I get.
That's supposed to be
And is
Khan
that
too,
the
right?
one dude the only red shirter? I mean, I need a red shirter.
Well, that's Sulu, right?
Yeah, it's
No, that's not Sulu.
I need someone to die.
Yeah, no, that's
I know that's Khan. Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm
Sulu,
surprised
right here.
they
Yeah,
didn't make? If I worked at Funko, like my job at Mattel, if I worked at Funko, I would have said, we need to make a teleporter Funko, and it's just a fucking stand with blue energy.
yeah.
Dude, that or the gold, energy in from the original series, a teleporter one, dude. That'd be fucking sold
You know what that
instantly.
is? That's water and
Did
glitter.
you see they did an Invisible Woman like that? It's the Funko box and there's nothing in it.
Oh, okay. I've seen the
Invisible Woman, they did
Invisible.
that.
I've seen the Wonder Woman and the
And
Invisible.
they cost
Bat.
$24.99.
Yeah, I actually have a bunch of those. It's the rides series is what they call it when they have
I've got one. I've got one.
I got this guy. He's always
Well,
yeah.
I also have my invisible turtle, which I like to keep around. So he's fun to have.
I like that.
It's my guy. But the last thing we got on our
He
oh
just
yeah, he did
fell.
fall. He's sitting next to Spider-Man's head that I decapitated.
He's all tuckered out. He's just tuckered out right now.
Yeah, and then that G.I. Joe's getting back in the swing of things, huh? With some collector series. This shit is nuts. This is craziness right here.
Yeah.
Right here. G.I. Joe Destro makes his explosive entrance at Mezco.
Yeah,
Toys.
that's
Look at the
Gonna be
detail on that.
anything. It should be Destro. Fuck yeah.
Look at this.
What? Look at that.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Crazy.
The faces, man.
Yep.
Yeah. They're trying to capture that black label love that they had, for
Star Wars.
for all the black label stuff for Star Wars, yeah. But yeah, I mean
crazy.
the figures look insane.
Even his suitcase. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A multi-layer.
Does it light up like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That's the mass. What is that? The mass experiment, whatever it is, the mass experiment project or whatever
I don't know.
from the mass device. M.A.S.S.
You're talking about the suitcase?
Yeah,
It says something here. Yeah. I think they just said his multi-layer. Yeah, I read it somewhere here. But yeah, no, that's cool. And this is like a series, I guess. So they're priced at $100. It's a 12 collective figure line. There's gonna be 12 figures a part of it, and this one's obviously Destro. But I mean, it looks freaking awesome.
Have they
You know,
given a
A release
rollout?
date?
Oh no, a rollout. Like
March 2022.
But I'm saying if I was to get behind this one, I'd want a hooded Cobra Commander, I'd want a Saboteur, I'd want a Storm Shadow, I want a Snake Eyes with Timberwolf, hopefully.
yeah, not that season 2 Snake Eyes bullshit with the blue outfit and the Alpine mask.
Keep all of that.
Yeah.
This one looks like he just fucking won.
Yeah.
Like he just dunked on somebody and he's like, yes.
I don't see. Is
He
he
like
the
just
first?
graduated from high. He looks like he just graduated from high school, and his mom's there to take a picture of him, and he's just
Right?
grinning.
Yeah. So I guess maybe well, it's $100 January. So he's basically a year. And a year from now, he'll be coming out.
Yeah.
That's great. Action figures are nuts now. I just remember going to the toy store and I just
Dude,
pulled a couple off the shelf.
This is what Todd McFarlane should be doing. He's been spending all this time on articulation, and he was ahead of the game when it comes to detail. But I think like the detail has kind of eluded him because he spent so much time and effort into articulation.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, the 12 Collective. I guess it's not exclusive to just G.I. Joe.
No, it is. Like they're doing Lady J and Duke.
Yeah,
and
I'm just trying to see if there's any other characters.
I think the article talked about Baroness.
Yeah,
oh, that's a good call. She's all right.
That's cool.
Didn't
But
they
don't
already
give it
do?
to Jen if you see her.
What's that?
Don't give Jen the Baroness, character, because she'll just throw it with the pop go.
Yep.
Well, she's just gonna hate it.
She's like, I hate this.
Hate it.
She hates chocolate. Cold
Frozen
chocolate.
chocolate.
Cold chocolate, Funkos. What else? What's on
Do you
your
put your
short
chocolate
list?
in like your pocket, or does it just have to be like room temperature?
Well, I like to hold it, so I like hold it so that way it gets a little warm from my fingers.
Hey, that was squirrel-like, like a squirrel.
Take tiny bites.
Don't take your Nutter Butter.
And I roll it in my hands like a grape.
She just like mushes it into like a little ball. Takes a little bite out of it and then puts it down.
So Funkos and frozen chocolate. Got it.
Okay, so
And,
today.
and Pee Wee Herman.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wow.
No Pee Wee Herman.
I mean, I'm gonna have to knock him down a few pegs in my most masculine men category.
He's just annoying. That laugh, I hate it.
Yeah. Hey, Cherry!
I know you are. What am I?
I know you're one of mine. You didn't like any of that? Nothing?
What started the first thing I said? I hated it because then that came like the joke. But I
don't know. We started it was like a pre-show meeting, and we started just talking about stuff. And you're like, I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate that.
And
I
it's
hate
like,
that.
you literally
Sorry, guys.
sit
I feel like I hate everything, and you're like, no, I hate that. It's like you were like, no, there are some things I like, and we're like, so what do you like? And you're just like, I don't know.
She's like, I really like hating.
It's like I like movies, and I'm like, oh, you like this movie? You're like, I hate that movie.
Yeah.
Like, all right,
Yeah.
okay.
I really like hating things that everybody likes.
I was gonna say, man. There's not much. There's not much I don't like in this world, man. I don't like rhubarb. And I don't like sweet potatoes, and that's about it.
I don't like
sweet potatoes.
Let's see if Jen likes this. Let's see if you liked this at all. Okay, because actually you did like one of the comic books.
I like the last Ronin.
But did you like this one? What did you think of the Captain America Anniversary Tribute, celebrating 80 years of the Star-Spangled Avenger?
Like the concept was cool. I liked that, artists drew each page. Overall, though, I thought it was really boring. It was really long. It was like 48 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Took me a while to read it. I don't want to like shit on anybody, but like
no, you can. That's the point of what we do.
That looks like Cassidy.
I was like, I don't care. I didn't think
Cassidy.
any of it was super great. Like, I'm sure you all are friends with all
Laura
these people,
Martin.
so I'm
Okay.
now. But
Are you a fan of Jack Kirby?
I like appreciate him, but I wouldn't say I'm like a fan.
I'm out of here. Fuck.
Frank is like, I'm how deuces.
It's like what?
Like, I'm gonna.
I mean,
smoke a J.
I like these books. I like when because now I'm having a mental brain fart here. like Milestone Comics, right? They did this, and like every couple pages was done by someone else, and the new thing, with DC bringing that back, and with
See,
this,
I don't like that.
what's that?
I don't like that. It like throws me off. To me, like an artist has a mood. They have like the way that they tell their own story. Like it's their style explains the character. And so when you're constantly changing the artist, I don't feel like there's any flow. It's just the character, but no like feeling in it. I don't know if that makes any sense at all.
It does. It's like a fucked up playlist.
Yeah, and that's what
I hate listening to stuff like playlists because
every page is done by a different artist or set of artists, right? And so there's no consistency with the sequential art, but that's the point. Every page, each artist is given his chance to give his take on a point in time of his origin. And so as you see, and it's not new comics, I believe the scripts are like the original scripts that they're using. It's the original stories by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. And just reimagining the visual. So when you're coming through, I mean, each page, like right here, is two very different styles, right? But you do kind of, you have to respect the tribute here. But if you're looking for that consistency of the sequential art, you're not getting it whatsoever, because each page is done.
Oh, thank you. I was reading this. I'm like, man, I feel like this one on the right. I thought Red Skull looked pretty cool.
That
Red Skull looks great. I like what page is this, anyways? I have to say, who did? Sorry. I just need to see something. Is it David Lapham?
Yeah, David Lapham did. The only pages I really liked in this, I really liked the Salvador LaRocca, because I think he's amazing. I loved, of course, John Cassaday. How could you not like John Cassady's work? Man, I really wasn't too thrilled about Adam Hughes.
Adam Hughes.
Where's Adam Hughes' page?
Yeah, it was not.
He is page. Let me go back and look. He's in the third story. Alex Ross, and so Alex Ross is page 4. Adam Hughes is page 6.
Yeah, and also like I love Terry and Rachel Dotson, but I really didn't think their art worked for the story either. Actually,
I did like this page here. I don't know who did it. I'd have to go look back, but I do like with Cap jumping off the building.
Almost looks like Jeff Johnson.
Yeah. And I made a comment before we got on the show, which Dan, you weren't here, but I was very surprised they didn't get Mitch Breitweiser to do part of this as well, because he is Mr. Captain America. Like he did the Captain America book during one of its hottest runs with Ed Brubaker, and I don't understand why they didn't bring him on to finish
that Marvel.
I wanted to point out something that really bothered me. I probably shouldn't specifically point anybody out.
Look, he had a Cadbury egg.
Can you go back?
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, this one. The bottom. No, too far. Back one more, or forward one. This bottom right panel, like his eye is overlapping the other panels, and it just looks so weird.
What a weird device.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. That's bizarre.
I had to double look at that whenever I was reading it, and I was like, "What?"
I actually didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that either, Jen. That's awesome.
Really?
You know what? There's a technical term for that. It's called ogling.
Ogling.
No, I'm just making it up.
I can't say this though. I hate it, Jen.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I hate this.
Yes, I feel vindicated. It's fine.
It's a bit weird.
I mean, I think the concept of the book is cool. I think it's really neat to get each artist.
The concept was great, but I think they executed.
Where's Adam Hughes? Come on, hit me
What's
with
that.
Adam Hughes. Where's the Adam Hughes page, man?
It was right after
I thought it was in.
There's Alex Ross.
There's Alex Ross. Go back. You just passed it.
I saw Alex
there
Ross.
It is. That's it.
Right here.
Yeah,
Alex
Ross.
Adam Hughes
is Adam Hughes
right there.
Which one's Adam Hughes?
That one.
Right here with Giant Man or whatever he is.
Giant Man.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, all well drawn, but nothing. No big moment. You want a moment, and there wasn't any. Okay. All right.
Just don't feel it.
I think if there was
Where's Dan Fraga's page?
There will be no.
Oh, right.
There will be none ever. ever.
Yeah, why didn't we get a Dan Fragga page, man?
Because there won't be any ever.
It's like, shut up.
No, there
Never.
won't be. There. Listen, my favorite comic character of all time is Spider-Man. They can offer me Spider-Man today, and I'll tell them no. I'm very happy doing my Black Flag characters because I love them even more.
That's
Oh,
right.
there you go. That's right. That's right.
I love my characters more than I love your characters.
That's right.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it
It
should
is
be.
how
But I think it was cool reading those old scripts again, right? You know, I've read them in the original form, you know, actually drawn by Kirby, and that, I mean, nothing compares to that. Nothing compares to that.
That's right, Jen.
Thing compared.
I said I can appreciate it. It's before my time, so I didn't grow up with it. You know,
That's before my time. What are you trying
That's
to
before
say?
all. That's like my
Jeez Louise.
granddaddy. My granddaddy was holding that while he was
before
sitting
my
laid back
time,
on a
old
Sherman
man.
tank.
with a piece of wheat coming out of his mouth.
He was reading it with a piece of shrapnel going along with the script, you know. But I don't know. I did appreciate what they tried to execute. But again, like reading the story, I kept stopping because I'm like looking at the different art styles. I'm like, I don't like this. I think I spent more time critiquing the art in the panels than I did like just enjoying the script again.
I actually did the opposite. I stopped looking at the art and just read it because I was like, well, none of this is really like that exciting to me. So I just read it pretty much through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Don't show.
No. I'm not mad. I'm not shunning you. I'm. That is my exhale is feeling the pain of all those other artists.
I know. That's why I'm sorry. Don't show this video to anybody. They're all gonna hate me.
Oh man,
We'll
we love honesty.
That book was the greatest and best Captain America book in the world. Tribute. But Dan, thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks for coming on, Dan. Appreciate it.
My pleasure, guys.
Check out your Indiegogo Black Flag, the Pineapple Perception, still available in demand on Indiegogo.
And the link is right below, so just look down and you'll see it.
Right below. Also, make sure you check out that Rob Willis variant cover, which looks amazing as well.
It's awesome.
So,
it's awesome.
But dude, thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
All right, we'll see you. Have a good one, Dan.
All right.
Bye.
Am I kicking myself out now?
No. You want me to get you out?
Get out. Come on. We have a show to end.
Leave.
All right.
Leave. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning into the Week in Pop. It's the brain of the mainframe here, Nile Scala. We got the king of stream, Mr. Blevins, in the house, the most amazing Frank you're ever going to meet. And, man, she just seems to hate everything, but we love her so much.
That's right.
Jennifer Van Damsel. So, everyone, we will see you all next week on the next This Week in Pop. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on POPXP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the POPXP and over on Instagram at the POPXP. Thanks again everyone, and we'll see you soon.